Have you ever felt like, I know that my twin flame loves me, but they're still not fully committing? Maybe they really care about you and they keep coming back and you feel a deep connection that is undeniable, not like anyone else you've experienced it with. But when it comes to being all in and fully choosing a whole relationship with you, they pull back or they're only partially in certain areas. And if this is happening to you, it can feel painful. You can get upset, build resentment. You can even question, what's wrong? Is there another person? Am I not good enough? Why do they love me but avoid commitment? Why do they come close in these areas but run away in other areas? Why does it feel real but we're never moving forward here? In this video, I'm going to explain why this happens on the twin flame journey, what it's really showing you, and how you can heal it so that you can manifest a committed, physical, harmonious twin flame union. So the first reason, in no particular order, is childhood wounding around love. So often commitment fears did not begin with your twin flame. They began in childhood, where love might have felt unstable growing up. Maybe you grew up in a very unstable environment. Maybe someone close to you left you. Maybe someone made promises to you that were broken, and there was a sense of emotional safety missing. And this can form beliefs like true love isn't real, love doesn't exist, or people always leave, or it's not safe to get close to people. Commitment equals hurt or pain. And your twin flame can mirror these wounds back to you because they're one with you and you share a consciousness. If you talk to real twin flame couples, you'll look back on their life and you'll realize they had a very similar spiritual experience. It might look a little different on the outside, but the spiritual blockages they encountered are going to be similar. And they mirror you not to punish you, but to help bring these awarenesses to the surface so that you can finally be healed, finally feel free, finally feel love in that place again. And that love builds the safety for that deep commitment between you and your twin flame. Your twin flame is not the source of your pain. They're simply revealing where it exists in your consciousness, where you're ready to grow, transform, and change. Healthy commitment is safe. So commitment is safe. Healthy commitment is safe. Number 2, in no particular order, you're avoiding commitment to yourself. Now this one is the most obvious because your twin flame is you. Sometimes what looks like their avoidance is also reflecting something. I'm going to say it's always reflecting something happening within you. So you want to be asking yourself, honestly, am I waiting for them while neglecting my own life? Am I lowering my standards to try to keep a connection going that needs to be rebuilt on a real foundation of real values? Am I asking them to choose me whilst not fully choosing myself? Sometimes a twin flame will avoid commitment because they're showing you where you're not fully committed to yourself, in your own healing, in your own boundaries, in your own truth, and in your own self-love. It's never just about them. It's always bringing you back to yourself. And as you commit to your peace, your growth, your worth, that mirror of the commitment begins to change. So a simple example from my twin flame journey is I was obsessed at the start. I was obsessed with my twin flame. And so I was constantly thinking about them. And that is me not being committed to myself because I'm not actually present with my own life, focusing on what in my life needs healing and improving and love and growth. I'm constantly somewhere else thinking about them. And that's one small way where you're avoiding commitment to yourself. Another example from my union was not committed to really deeply feeling my feelings sometimes. Sometimes I would just feel my feelings partially throughout the day and numb out for the rest of the day. And so there's this whole day where you're not feeling your feelings. And feeling your feelings is important because this processes and emotionally regulates you and allows you to actually have real connection with yourself and thus with your twin flame. Number 3, you're being prepared for a committed union. So each twin flame essentially takes their own kind of spiritual journey, preparation journey before being ready for the vibration of Harmonious Twin Flame Union. And even though you're one soul at the core, there's still gonna be inner blocks, fears, and wounds and patterns you have to figure out and work through in order to come into that sustained union. And this is where divine order comes into play. Now, divine order doesn't mean waiting for something outside of you to magically shift. It means that you're actively healing your inner self through the inner work, and that's what naturally opens the path to union. This is going to accelerate union. So the blocks are being removed and things are falling into place. That's divine order. So for me, taking my spiritual journey looked like talking to God, walking in nature, contemplating, reading self-help books from spiritual teachers like Wayne Dyer and Eckhart Tolle. Lots of journaling, lots of highlighting, lots of self-introspection, meditation. And these were the things that I did to attract the Twin Flame journey, which led me to the teachings of Twin Flames Universe, which are the most effective of everything beforehand for helping me with specifically on my Twin Flame journey. And this is what I help my clients with, is with the teachings of union. So that was my journey. My Twin Flames journey looked like leaving his country. He had to face this fear of being a young, early 20s and leaving China to come to Australia by himself. Like that's a pilgrimage, that's a spiritual journey taken. You have to, be very bold in that. And that was a huge part of his spiritual journey, restarting his life with just himself in a whole new country. So I feel like that covers quite a bit. Your commitment blocks aren't permanent. They are 100% healable because I've healed them in my union, and I've seen many twin flames do it in their unions as well. Because as you heal the root of the block within yourself, your outer experience can dramatically shift. This journey is not about forcing someone to choose you. It's not about thinking about the journey all day, because that's not going to get you anywhere. It's about becoming the version of yourself who naturally experiences love, commitment, and harmonious union. And that's through the inner work. So if any of this resonated with you and you're like really desiring true love, you're desiring a twin flame in this lifetime, I offer free 20-minute twin flame discovery calls where we can take a look at your twin flame journey. Whether you know your twin flame, you've never met them, doesn't matter where you are. We're going to look at the problems that's preventing you, or if you're starting from ground zero, we can start there, and I'll see how I can help you and give you the guided action steps to manifest your harmonious union. So that's in the description box below. Like, subscribe, comment, what do you want me to talk about in the next videos, and I'll see you later. Bye.